Hi there, my name is Kevin Vlamian, brand manager for Metal Gear Solid HD Collection for Vita, and I'm giving you guys an exclusive preview for Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Let's get started. So first thing, just getting right into the Vita. If you look, the first experience with the touchscreen, you can actually select each game just by swiping across the screen. So again, we're going to show you Metal Gear Solid 2 in today's preview. So one of the reasons we brought MGS HD Collection to the Vita system is there were a few reasons. The first reason being just, the dual sticks. We just felt, like it's a great opportunity to give people the console experience in a handheld edition. On top of that, you've got the HD screen, you've got the touchpad on the back and the touchscreen on the front. As far as other features of the game, it comes with 2 full games, Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty and Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, as well as the VR missions are included with Metal Gear Solid 2. And the Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2 are included in the Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Let's get started. First thing you'll notice is just how great the graphics look with this game. I mean, it's true HD on a handheld device. The other thing you'll notice is once we get to a cutscene, we didn't cut any corners with the game. All cutscenes are in there, all the voiceover, all the codecs, everything in there. Once this game ships, you're looking at over 30 hours of gameplay in all, so pretty robust for a handheld device. I mean, you could probably travel the world and probably play the whole game and still have game left over once you get back home. So again, as you can see, the high-def graphics, but one of the cool features you have, instead of using the two sticks to zoom in, you can actually pan and zoom just by touching the screen. So if you see something in the distance that you want to see, you just touch the screen and zoom in by the touch of your finger, which we think is pretty good, pretty cool. So the other thing is that when we brought this over to the Vita, the one thing we were worried about is frustrating the Metal Gear fans, for why did they put all these touchscreen abilities in there? Why, they're sort of intrusive. They affect the game negatively. So what we did is we took a step back and we said, how can we enhance the Metal Gear Solid experience without being intrusive? And I think once you see the demo, you'll agree that we absolutely nailed it. So again, all cutscenes are there. I'll show you once we see the ship. We can actually zoom in and see, what was that in the distance. Is there a guy up there on the oh, there he is. But again, and the one thing you'll notice when you do zoom in, you don't lose any fidelity. I mean, it's just as clear as it was when it's in its normal resolution when you zoom in. So just to save some time, I'm going to skip through all the cutscenes, which again, some people might like, just to get right into the action. So you can skip all cutscenes and all codecs.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon.
So again, you can skip in, you can zoom in on all cutscenes. You can see, Snake's eyes, beard, he needs to shave, etc. All that good stuff. So, obviously, you've got Snake. One thing you'll notice is you've got your weapon selected down here. Now you've got what's called quick switch. So you can just touch the screen and actually switch between a weapon. And as you can see, Snake will get him in a more lighted area. Just by touching it, it equips his weapon. And then in the bottom right, you've got let's say we'll do the SIG just for nostalgia purpose. So if you want to throw a SIG in, you just click the bottom left and click out, quick switch. Again with the gun, but let's say instead of that you wanted to select your magazine, again you just quick switch. So whatever weapon or item you last selected, that's your quick switch, which we think is pretty cool. So another quick feature of the Vita is peeking around corners. So normally you would have to use the left stick and actually pull them over the edge, but now it's as simple as just swiping across the touchscreen. So is there someone coming around the corner? Now you just swipe that way. And you can also do it this way. If there was a corner over there to look over, I would swipe to the left, but right now we're only on the right, so we're going to do it that way. So as you can see, the touchscreens are pretty intuitive, but they're not, again, intrusive. They don't take away from the Metal Gear Solid experience. So the next thing I'm going to show you, as you can see, there's an adversary up there. We're going to wait until he goes. So I've got my gun selected. So if I go up, So now I'm holding them up right now. So what I can do is I'm just going to pop them in the back. And I'll go first person. So by clicking the right shoulder button, you can actually just go first person. So I'll quick switch my weapon off, I'll lift them up, and you true Metal Gear fans will remember this. So you pick up an enemy, move them a little bit, and then you'll get items off of them. So we're getting a codec right now. Again, I want to show you, just press the select button, get right into the codec. Select the codec frequency, and we all know what happens then. So let's get out of that.
Snake, don't let the enemy spot you. Once you've been discovered by a sentry.
So now, and everything's there. So if you want to crouch and crawl along the ground, let's say there's brush or there's a camera, you can do that as well. So again, all the controls are there. Oh, this guy spotted me, so I got to grab him before he alerts anybody. Introduce him to my boot real quick, throw him over the rail, and took care of him pretty quick. So all in all, I think you'll agree, just the graphics and everything, it really does feel like a console game on a handheld device, which we're pretty excited about. A little using alerts on, but for time purposes, I'm just gonna lay waste to them real quick, and I'm gonna open this door and actually get inside the ship. So now we're in the crew's quarters. So as you can see, I'm gonna run through this level pretty quick just for time purposes. As you can see, the graphics look really good. The controls are as tight as they've ever been on a console. Go in here, maybe pick up a ration, which everyone should be familiar with. And then another feature, so we've got a guy coming. If you look up in our oh, got knocked down again. Awesome. So again, what I was going to show you is you've got the same peek around with the touchscreen. So if you keep going, we'll get out of this tight spot and get up to the crew lounge. So the one thing I was going to show you is, so we'll quick switch our weapon. So right now he's pointing over there. We can go first person, and we can auto aim just by pressing in this left shoulder button. And then we let go, and we trank them. Typical Metal Gear. Go up the stairs. So we've got an enemy coming that way. So again, the other thing we can do is just hit the square button. So if you got your back up against the wall, just hit the square button and you automatically target him. Walk over his body and just keep going. So all in all, I mean, we're pretty excited just with the graphics, with the capabilities of the Vita, the back touchscreen. The other thing you can do is if you're hanging off a ledge, you can use the back touchpad and just swipe along right or swipe along left, and you can actually scale walls or scale across ledges, and then if you wanted to drop down, you would just swipe on the front touchscreen. So the one thing that we've got up here is we've got a camera up against the wall, which you'll see in a sec. So normally you would use your left stick, which you still can do, so those that don't like to use the touchscreens don't have to. But the other thing you can do, like I showed you earlier, you can just swipe on the touchscreen. So again, you just swipe on the touchscreen and he'll scale walls and and sneak right past the camera. So let's get around here. So get the ration down there. So if we had a bunch of adversaries on their way to get us, we would obviously be able to hide a la true Metal Gear. So let's go up here. A couple more things to show you just just to show you just that the full Metal Gear Solid experience is here, and then we'll call it a demo. So the one thing we've got here is we've got an enemy over there, but we've also got something going on here. So you true Metal Gear fans will remember this. But are those infrared? How would I find that out? Oh, look at it. I got my trusty fire extinguisher there. So let's shoot that. Oh, sure enough, there's the infrared. So let's go around those real quick. Again, we've got another camera. So just to show off more of the quick switch. So let's go to the chafe grenade instead of, so pull it. And there's a camera up there. So now it's dismantled. Let's go back to our M9 so then when I do my quick switch I can turn it back on, because we're not going to need our chafe grenades for a while. And we got past that camera and able to get around all the adversaries. So you made it to the end of level 1. This culminates in the boss battle, which you all should be familiar with, but just not to spoil it for those newbies, I'm going to end the demo now. We're going to announce a date in the next couple weeks. Thanks for watching.